to the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. I am Paige Bamgboshe Roethlisberger.
Hi, everyone, and I'm Naomi Bamgboshe.
And today we have special guest Taylor Red, founder of Red Rose Vodka. How are you, Taylor?
I am great. I am so excited to be here. I'm excited to meet the mother and daughter duo. And I love your last name, Bamgboshe. I feel like that could be like a cocktail name or something.
Hey, you never know.
That's the last name of my first husband and my daughter's father. Yeah.
Okay.
So I retained it throughout all the years and marriage, whatever. I retained it. Yeah.
Bamgboshe. I love it. I love it so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we like to start the show off with, some icebreakers to kind of set the tone, and these are pick'ems. Okay, so the first is heels or tennis shoes. Which one do you prefer?
Tennis shoes, 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
Makeup or fresh face?
Fresh face.
Fresh face. What's that? Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Cats?
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Designer clothes or a 5-star meal?
5-star meal in a sweatsuit with some sneakers.
Okay.
Tyler Perry or Spike Lee?
What was the first one?
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry or Spike Lee? Oh, I'm gonna have to go Spike. I like a little razzle dazzle.
Okay. And who is your celebrity crush?
Jonathan Majors.
Oh, okay.
Who's Creed? Creed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's all about the body. I know that's all about the physique.
He's very nice.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Taylor, thank you for doing the pick'ems with us. Ma always does the toast. We wanted to give a special toast to you for all of your accomplishments. Ma, can you lead us with a toast for Taylor? And
okay, let's raise our glasses.
Hold on, Ma.
Oh, you got the bottle?
Red Rose. I have the bottle here.
Turn it so we can see the label.
You can see.
And lift it up a little bit.
The background.
Bring it in.
Yeah.
Good. You can see. Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay.
And
all right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's to long life and prosperity, health, wealth, and happiness, and continued success for Red Rose Vodka and Taylor. Salud.
Salud.
Okay.
Now that
really,
there's like it's sweet, but I can tell it's strong and there's no bite to it. And vodka, that's the one thing about vodka, that bite, and it doesn't have it. I love it. So this flavor is strawberry and lemon. Are all of them
flavored? Lemon, right? Lemon. Okay. Good.
So do you only do flavors, or just curious, or because like you really, I really can see me drinking a lot of this.
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to keep flavors. I have had some feedback from bar owners who are like, people like plain flavors, but if they want a plain flavor, then I don't. That's not my focus right now. My focus is flavor because we like flavor. Millennials love flavor. So that's what my focus is, flavor.
Yeah. I like the flavors too. I like flavor too.
I want it to taste like something
different. To me, it's a little bit different too.
Exactly. Exactly. I want it to taste like something. I want it to feel like something. If it's plain, then go home, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
I hear you. That's right. I agree.
So Red Rose was named after your grandmother. Is that true? Can you tell us a little bit about your grandmother? From what I read, she was like an incredible woman. Can you tell us a little bit?
Absolutely. So Red Rose is named after my grandmother, Rose Red. She was a firecracker. She was tenacious. She was all the things. She created jobs for women when women were not supposed to have jobs, right? She created a safe space for them. She brought them in. They worked for her in her flea markets. They worked for her at her can't think of what it is right now, but we're gonna keep rolling. So Women came
They
and
work
worked for
for her.
her.
Yeah, she's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
She's a businesswoman. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, to bring the story together, when I was in law school, I started bartending so I could be in school during the day because law school is 100% full attention, right?
Yeah.
That same tenacious energy that she had while I was bartending, like I fell in love with the art of bartending, figuring out the flavors, figuring out the liquors, what came from where, what tastes good with what. And because of that, that's why Red Rose is here. Women are the #1 cocktail drinkers. We love flavors. We love something sweet. We love all the things. The same thing with my grandmother. She loved to support women. So I wanted to create a safe space in the spirits industry for women.
Okay.
I was gonna go in and ask what was the inspiration, but you really went in deep, and I appreciate that. Since you mentioned law school, how did you go from law school to being a mixologist? Like, how did that?
So I have wanted to be an attorney, and I still want to be an attorney. I'm not done yet. I still got 2 years, and then I can sit for the board. But my ultimate goal in life was to be an attorney, but I wasn't sure what area of law I wanted to study. So I worked in bankruptcy, I worked in family, I worked in personal injury, I worked in employment. I've worked in so many different aspects, and none of it was like, ooh, I would love to do this.
Yeah.
When I started learning about the spirits industry, it almost came like second nature. Like I didn't mind sitting and learning the laws. I didn't mind sitting and reading about what the liquor industry has to offer. I didn't mind learning about all these brands.
Yeah.
So fast forward to today, I still want to go back to school and finish and sit for the board. But my life has taken a turn with Red Rose Vodka.
Right.
And then the future goal would be to help people understand the liquor industry.
Okay. All right. Good.
Mixology and bartenders in general is the space that's dominated by white men. So I'm going to flip the script and ask you, what are the advantages that you think that you bring and Black women bring to the space?
Black women bring a fresh face. We're not a white man with a white beard. Hey, buddy, what you got going on over there? Not that they sound like that or anything, but we bring a fresh face to the industry. We bring tenacity. We bring a different culture to the spirits industry. Even for my melanated bartenders or bar girls or whatever the case may be, we bring life to the industry. It's not just, oh, we here to get drunk, and we bring purpose to the industry.
Okay. All right.
And you've had a lot of, pivots in your professional life. What made you create, what was the turning point that said, look, I want to create my own vodka brand?
So being behind the bar, I've worked in multiple bars, restaurants, venues as a bartender. And even to this day, when you go to the bar, what do you say? I want something sweet. Or you just said it while we were on here. This is sweet. And I would drink, like, I like this. I like the way it tastes. Like, women come to the bar, they want something sweet. Not overbearingly sweet, but they want something that they can feel the flavor. Right? I know what I have behind this bar, and these old washed up brands are not giving you what you're asking for. They're not. Because when you go to the bar and you have a cocktail, you taste the liquor. Like you said, you said it's not overbearing. Like you could taste. You can't taste the liquor. It puts hair on your chest. And you brace yourself for like when you're about to take a shot, you brace yourself because you know you're gonna feel it.
Right.
That's right.
I wanted to create something that people just can enjoy straight, can enjoy very simply, very finely, very elegantly. You can sip this before you put the kids to bed, after you put the kids to bed. You can sip this with your colleagues, and you're not gonna be buck wild talking about, you sent me that email.
Right.
You ain't gonna be buck wild or nothing. Or this is something, if you're having a girls' night, you can hang out with your girls. and it's just very elegant. And I don't feel like there's another brand that offers that luxury.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, it really is very delicious, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's for
Thank you so
smooth.
much.
Goes down smooth. Oh yeah. Mhm.
So we're gonna switch things up, and we're gonna talk about, some other very famous, successful Black women, and they have some pretty popular quotes. And I want you to tell me, who do you think said? Now I'm gonna give you options. So women make up more than half of the world's population and potential.
Mhm,
So it is neither just nor
mhm,
practical for their voices
mhm,
or our votes to go unheard at the highest levels of decision making. Do you think
mhm.
that Michelle Obama said that, Meghan Markle said that, or Queen Latifah said that?
Read it one more time.
Women make up more than half of the world's population and potential. So it is neither just nor practical for their voices or our votes to go unheard at the highest levels of decision making. Michelle Obama, Meghan Markle, or Queen Latifah?
I say Michelle said that.
Meghan Markle.
I said the same thing. I said Michelle Obama too.
Yeah, I think it's because you said vote. I
Yeah.
think that's why it
And I
sounds like
think
something
and I think
Michelle would say.
Meghan has been getting a lot of
And you know what? Yeah, we haven't necessarily been giving her the credit that maybe,
Yeah, no.
by her, people thinking she's more princess-like and not really
Yeah,
grounded in, being pragmatic. So I think
yeah.
sometimes we think she's a little flaky. And I think
Right,
maybe
right.
is not quite that flaky, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay, all right.
Hmm.
Okay, next one. I have standards I don't plan on lowering for anybody, including myself. Zendaya, Janelle Monáe, or Taraji P. Henson.
All three of them would say that. All three of them would say that.
I said the same thing you did. I said the
All
same thing
three.
to my daughter. But you got to choose one, Taylor. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I need you
I
to be
did what
like,
you did.
you think P. Diddy said that?
I said the same thing.
That's a hard one.
I was just where you are with the whole
Because
thing.
Zendaya is all about her piece. Taraji is now fully about her piece. Like, look, you gotta back up.
Yeah.
Who's the third person?
Janelle Monáe.
Janelle Monáe would definitely say that because she don't play around with nobody. I'm gonna say Taraji said that.
Zendaya. I
The
know.
least likely, right? The
Yeah.
youngest one, the least likely. Yeah,
Right.
our responses have been exactly the same.
Mhm.
I said the very same thing.
Yeah, Zendaya. All
Okay.
three of them would definitely say that though. All
Yeah,
three for
that's
sure.
in all of them. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Come on, Peg.
I thrive on obstacles. If I'm told that it can't be told, then I push harder. Is it Shonda Rhimes, Issa Rae, or Regina King?
It's either Regina or Shonda. I'm gonna go with Shonda.
It's Issa Rae.
Oh my God, I give
gave
up.
the same answer you did. Right, Peg? I gave the same answer. I
No,
said Shonda too, but it was Issa. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like from personality,
I know.
and who would say that?
Mhm.
This is the last one. So
Okay.
there have been so many people who have said to me, you can't do that. But I've had an innate belief that they were wrong. Be unwavering and relentless in your approach. Is that Halle Berry, Kerry Washington, or Viola Davis?
Viola Davis?
Halle Berry.
I'm about to hang up.
That-
Stop it.
I'd be hanging up with you because I'm telling you, me and you was right on the same same answers. Right, Peg?
Yeah,
We were right there. We were right there.
Dang. And
Yeah.
I haven't paid a lot of attention to Halle Berry recently. So in my defense.
Yeah. But you know what? It's these things that, the real thing is that we can see all of these things being in all these women on some level.
Yeah.
Which is good because it's the thing that made them successful. It's
Yeah.
kind of sentiments that are in those women and have driven them. So
Yeah.
So I got it,
Absolutely.
So Red Rose predated the pandemic, correct?
Mhm.
So how would you describe your business, you know, pre-pandemic and now, let's say post-pandemic?
That's a good question. So, pre-pandemic doesn't even matter right now when it comes to the sales piece, because I don't sell my product. Like, I'm the salesperson for my company, but I don't sell my product. So when a bottle ships to you, it doesn't come from me, it comes from my distributor.
Okay.
So all of 2020, I did a lot of online sales, but I don't know who those people are, right? It's just people. I know where they are. I know where they are.
Yeah.
I know where the sales are coming from, but all I have is emails. And unless I figure out what your name is and find you on social media, I don't know who you are. So in the business world, it's not real tangible customers.
Okay.
So my sales didn't matter until October 1st of 2022. So in reality, this is my first year of sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even though I sold out in 2021. Hold on one second. Even though I made sales in 2020, nothing mattered until 2022.
Okay.
So and that was a hard realization, because I was telling, like, right now I'm in the investor space, so I'm getting angel investors and things. So
Okay.
I was like, I sold out in 2020.
That's
Give me
great.
that. I would say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No, give me that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you. When I'm telling investors I made sales in 2020, but they're like, who is your customer? I don't know, because I don't know who those people are. But now that I'm in stores, I can tell you who my customer is, because they're telling me who they are. They're
Right.
reaching out to me. They're having a conversation with me. They're in my DM saying, hey, I found it over here. I found it over there. Hey, I frequent this bar over here. Can you put it here? Or I frequent over here. Can you put it over there? So now I'm really figuring out, I know who I wanted my customer to be, but now I'm really figuring out who she is.
Okay.
So
Okay.
prior to sales in 2020, it was a very long journey. It was a very long road. There's no blueprint to this. There's no industry standard, I guess. There's no, like, I shouldn't even call it an industry standard. There's not like a roadmap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Sure.
in the liquor industry, in most cases, we don't touch our own product.
Yeah.
And right now, people are used to Amazon, where you can order something and get it by the end of the day. It's not how liquor works.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even with it being in the store, I don't get paid for those sales. It's great that y'all are buying it, but I don't get paid for that. I get paid last. So everybody else gets paid before me. And it would take, we could be here all day.
Well, that's an issue. Like, that's not good.
Yeah.
Is
It's not, but it is. This is just how the industry is.
okay.
Now if I can't even have my own storefront, because I can't have a liquor license and a liquor permit. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's just the industry. It's just how the industry is.
How
But I
about
think a lot of people.
collaboration? How about that? Like, are you doing any
Mhm.
collaborations with anyone, any other businesses? Sorry, I didn't
This
mean
is a good question. No, this is a good question. So I don't do a whole lot of collaborations, a lot of sponsorships, because this let me not sound like a victim. So let me rephrase it. Because I was about to be like, I was about to go in. Let me not play victim. Okay, so the reason why I don't do much sponsorships or much partnerships is because not enough people know the name to be like, oh yeah, that's Red Rose. Let me go check it out. Right now, people are like, oh, that's Red Rose. That's it. So once we get to a point where, once Red Rose gets enough recognition to say, oh, that's Red Rose, I remember I needed to go buy that and put it in that cocktail that I made the other day.
Right.
right? But
Yeah.
right now people are just like, oh, that's cute. Like, it's a nice bottle, but
Okay.
I need more follow through. So
Yeah.
I'm not yet in a place for sponsorships and stuff like that because there isn't a full return on that. And I cannot afford to give away free products.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel there's a lot of camaraderie with other females within this space of alcohol, of liquor in the industry? And women of color, people of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now is the time for us because we're getting a lot of recognition. I definitely think now is the time for us because we're getting a lot of recognition, but I also feel like we're not getting enough. I feel like it's going to take a little bit longer before people are like, wow, women are really making a change in this industry.
Okay.
And I don't mean a while like 10 years or 20 years. I just mean a while until we as a collective, because we are doing well in the wine and champagne, right? But until we are really like dominating the liquor industry,
Okay.
I think it's just gonna be a little bit before people are really like, wow, women are really making a change.
Okay.
Do you have like a dream celebrity that would be your spokesperson for Red Rose?
Angela Bassett, Angela MFN Bassett, okay? Yes.
Have you reached
Angela
out to her?
is,
Have you reached out to her?
I
Have
have
you
not,
reached out to her? Have
look, she
you
getting on
reached
me.
out to
Get your
her?
mama.
I
Get your mama.
know.
No, I
Only a try
haven't.
defeats a no, right?
I know. I
All right.
know.
All
That's a
right.
good point. Only a try to feast a no. I haven't, and I couldn't tell you why I haven't.
Okay.
But if I had to pick somebody, it would be
Got your own
Angela
solution.
Bassett. It would be Viola Davis.
And that's a wonderful choice.
Yes.
Either ladies.
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
Angela. I like Angela with that.
Yes. Yes.
Even more
She
so.
is
I like her as
a
a first choice. I like that.
she is a top tier woman. There's no scandals.
Absolutely.
There's no
You know,
everybody respects her.
and she's got that, she's got that gravitas and that,
Yes.
class
Yes.
and sophistication to go with it. And
Yes,
the voice.
correct.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. If I had to pick somebody, it would be Angela Bassett.
That was good.
So Taylor, how do you make time to be a mompreneur? Because you are a mompreneur. How do you do that?
Oh,
You're doing it.
you do what you got to do, right? That kind of thing. Yeah.
I figure it out every day, honestly. And I'm gonna keep this short because I struggle. It's something I really struggle with.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well,
Being a mompreneur is a struggle.
Okay.
It's a real struggle. And not that I wish that I didn't have my kids or anything, so I definitely love my kids.
yeah.
But I'm just one person
Yeah.
trying to build, not even trying. I am one person building an empire,
Yeah.
and it is not easy. And kids don't understand what you have going on as an adult. So
Yeah.
I figure it out every day.
Okay. Well, you're doing a wonderful job. So
Thank
just
you. Thank you so much.
That's it every day. Yeah.
We're gonna
Every day.
Every day.
we're gonna switch this up to much lighter. And want you to tell us what cocktail would you make for this celebrity, obviously using Red Rose as a base. First, what's so funny was Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
What type of cocktail would you make for her?
I would make Angela Bassett, I would make her a champagne cocktail. So it would literally be 2 shots of Red Rose, champagne, and maybe a splash of lemon juice, like a hair of lemon juice, with a rose petal garnish.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, you know,
that sounds delicious.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds
Very
good.
elegant cocktail because she deserves all the flowers. So
There you go.
how about Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes, the football player, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
like
kind
one
of
of the
cocktail would I make?
greatest. You know they just won the Super Bowl, right? You know all that, right?
Oh yeah. The Chiefs. The
Yeah.
Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Patrick Mahomes. I wouldn't keep it as sweet with him. So I might do a lemon daiquiri with him. So I would do lemonade, maybe a little bit of lime juice, and red rose.
Okay. I'm gonna do. How about Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry, I'm going all in on a cocktail with him.
There you
so...
go. Okay. Yes. And you know he would appreciate it. Oh yeah.
Yes, he would. He would appreciate it. So with him, I'm going to do like a strawberry mojito, maybe like a floral mojito. So it would be 2 shots of red rose, a shot of Saint Germain. It would be the mint, it would be club soda, and lime juice.
Oh wow. Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Winter Brunson from Abbott Elementary.
That's the main character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Janine?
Yeah.
Janine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's talk about the show for a second, because I love her.
Oh, okay. I love the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like it.
Yeah. And I love the little fling that her and Gregory have going on. I just love
it's so cute. And it made me like, kind of just appreciate him more. Because remember him from
You talking about Tyler. You talking about Chris.
Yeah. I
love him. Love him. Did you hear his rap? Did you hear his rap?
I didn't know he was rapping.
Well, I think he was doing a freestyle on something.
He was doing just a free-flowing thing. I don't think he's like trying to be a rapper. Yeah. His voice is so beautiful. You will flip. Yeah. You cannot believe it. He is
so sexy. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Right, Pay? Yeah. Yeah, you know it's good.
I don't know what it was. It was I was with Sway or somebody.
On YouTube. He was on some show or something, right?
It was
doing this. You couldn't believe it. It was totally, to me, out of character. Because I've been watching him since he was a kid on Everybody Hates Chris.
Yes. He's really turned into like a very good looking man.
I'm telling you.
And his voice is sexy.
His voice is so
it's good and deep. But he said that in Abbott. He said, I don't sound like that to me because my voice is deep.
Yeah. He does. He has that deep, beautiful voice.
So what would I make for her?
I like that. Yeah, I like the whole cast on that show. Mm-hmm.
Yes, even the principal, love her. But
me too.
So what I would make for her is I would make her and I don't have names for any of these, but I would do 2.5 shots of red rose because I really want her to taste the flavor. I would do a strawberry puree. I would muddle the strawberries down in the bottom of the glass, put ice on top, put 2.5 ounces of red rose, fill it with ice, and then I would mix a little bit of strawberry pineapple juice and maybe egg white and shake it up real good so it gives it a frothy top. And then I would put the bitters.
This is a real big talented. Oh my goodness. Nobody has explained any. Nobody.
Comes with the background, right?
Super A+. Yep.
Comes with the background. Yeah. Okay. But I would shake it up real good because the egg white gives it that frothy, that thick foamy top.
Yeah.
And then I would put some bitters down on top and like swirl it a little bit. So it's like a little design on the top. That's what I would give her.
Oh my goodness. That makes me just want to make all kind of cocktails. After vacation time though for all that. Okay.
And finally, Queen Bee.
Beyonce?
Yeah.
You know it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that makes sense.
That list would sound like it should have been.
I know, right? Oh God. Cause it's gotta be top tier. We get into Beyonce. It's gotta be a cocktail from the heaven. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a glass, put some ice in it, put God on top, and give it to her.
Oh, that's funny. I was gonna say just give her a glass of the bottle. That's it.
I'm gonna just give her a bottle, and I'm gonna give her a nice rock cube in a glass like this. I'm gonna give her a glass like this, a good rock cube, and I'm pouring over ice. She's gonna sip it straight.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
You talked about Abbott Elementary. Is that like, what are you watching on TV now? Is that one of your favorite shows? And
yeah, it is. It really is. So much so that I just play it in the background while I'm working. I don't really have a whole lot of time for like watching TV. But my sister got me into a lot of like the apocalypse shows. So she has me watching The Last of Us right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Prior to that, I was like, I'm huge on documentaries. Like, so not that I want to see companies fail, but a lot of the companies that, I don't know, some of the owners are now in jail. It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
But I just like
Yeah.
a good documentary.
Mm.
But my sister got me watching some new stuff. And then a friend told me about Abbott, and I fell in love immediately. I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah. One of my friends is a teacher. Yeah. She got me hooked. Would you ever go on a reality show? And if so, which one?
No, I wouldn't. And the reason why I say that is because I don't let people in. I don't let people in my life. I don't like that.
I think it
I
destroys
don't,
relationships. I don't think
yeah,
it destroys relationships
absolutely.
at all.
Yeah, because now the world controls like who you are, your
No.
narrative. And
Yes.
that's just
Too much
not,
overlap between reality and fantasy. Too
yeah,
much overlap. I'm
yeah.
like you. I
And
agree with you.
right. And if I did, it would be like my own it would be my own show. And it would be like 1 or 2 seasons, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I don't blame you. So who do you think is the most overrated and underrated celebrity today?
Underrated. Denise Wise. Is that her name?
Now which
The
one is
actress, DeWanda? Is it DeWanda?
DeWanda. Yes, yes, yes.
who's that?
DeWanda.
Who's Wanda?
She did.
Now I didn't know that.
She's got to have it. Like they're remaking a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She was in Jurassic Park.
Yes.
The third, the
Okay.
fifth, sixth,
Yeah,
seventh, eighth one.
yeah. I saw, and she was a hero. She was a hero. She can fly the plane and this and
Yes, yes,
whatnot.
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
DeWanda. I love DeWanda.
Okay. Got her.
The most overrated actor, like, I don't know about the most overrated, but I do love DeWanda.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know about an overrated.
No worries.
Hmm.
Is it?
I'll think about that one.
Maybe, yeah. What advice would you give to young women who want to be entrepreneurs?
Wow.
You have
Wow, we need a drink. I would say be patient. Be patient with your business, be patient with yourself,
Yeah.
and leave other people out of it. Don't ask your homegirl for a scenario. What would you do in my situation?
Yeah.
Don't leave people out of it because so many people are going to tell you what you should do. But I was at an event and the guy on stage said this, and he was like, I don't ask people for advice if I wouldn't want to live their life. Does that make sense? I don't ask people for advice if I wouldn't currently live their life.
Okay.
So if they are not where you are mentally or where you want to be,
right.
don't take their advice, because until they do it, how can they tell you what you should do?
Right.
Right.
And I'm big on that myself. When people ask me for advice, I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I can sympathize. I can't empathize. So I can understand where you're coming from.
Right.
But I don't understand what you're going through.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
So I would say be patient, because social media is fake, and social media will have you rushing through your life before you even get there.
Sure.
Be patient with your business, because there is no blueprint. You have to figure out what sets yourself apart and what makes you different. And then leave people out of it. It's you and your business. If they want to be a business partner, put them on the paper. If they're not on the paper, we don't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that you have a lot of great advice. I mean,
very good advice.
Yeah.
And ultimately everything falls on you. If it's your business, it's on you, period.
Yes,
that is what my mom tells me all the time. So
it is. At the end of the day, your life is yours, and not a single person, not anybody else's.
Yeah. And it's your vision, it's your vision,
Yeah.
So, Ma, do you want to ask Taylor? You have any questions?
Yes, I do have one funny question. I hope that you engage. Do you play cards at all?
I don't play cards. I played like Uno or something.
Oh, no. Okay. So I was going to ask you if you were I can't even think. Bid whist or
Bid.
what's the other thing? Spade. I was
Yeah.
going to ask you if you
Oh,
because
yeah.
those things are just kind of like universal, but okay.
Yeah.
I'll play
Yeah,
each
no, I don't
one.
really play cards.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's just, okay. One other thing, since we couldn't go there with that question, here's the other question. If for some reason you were to invite me to your home and this is the first visit, what thing in your home, thing or things in your home would you be the proudest of? And this is no trick question, obviously, it's just
Yeah,
insight into
I've
you.
never,
No, it's just insight into you. I've heard people say
yeah.
things like, I have a bidet in my bathroom or something like that. And see, to me, that's not,
We not doing
yeah.
that over here, okay?
No, that's not,
We not doing that.
the question is kind of like here, like your heart, your taste,
Yeah.
yes, that kind of thing.
I would say I've spent a lot of time making my house a home. So I painted the whole house myself.
Well, kudos
Yeah,
to you, because
thank
I've
you.
done much painting in my day and it is not easy.
It's not at
No
all.
joke. Paige, you've done quite a bit of painting yourself.
Yes,
I don't think I
yes.
did a good
No
job, though.
joke.
I don't think I did.
No, you do all right. You do pretty well. Yeah, it is no joke. And reach in those ceilings. I don't care what you have, spray or pole or whatever.
Yes.
Is
Yeah, my
no joke.
arms were feeling it. It
Yeah.
took me 2 days to do the downstairs. So I live in a 2-story, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath. So
Yeah.
it took me 2 days to do the ceiling downstairs, and then my room, I hired somebody to paint.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm
I hear you.
tired. I'm
I don't
tired.
blame you.
It's
I was
a lot.
tired. I was tired.
That's a major
Yeah.
undertaking.
But
Yeah.
then the other stuff, the other rooms I did, and the bathrooms my sister's fiance did.
Okay.
So, but everything else, I've done 80% of the house. And
Okay.
then, but I mean, fixtures, I painted the doors, mirrors. I've spent a lot of time making my house a home.
I hear you. I hear
And
you.
then my other is my plants. I have like
Oh, it looks
15
cool.
plants in this house.
Is that what behind you real? If I'm not being too nosy,
Yes,
can
it
I
is
ask?
real. This is
Oh,
King
I
George.
understand.
We call him
Beautiful.
King George. He is a
Oh.
fiddle leaf fig. He was dying when I found him at Home Depot. And
Oh.
now he is almost to the ceiling.
Whoa.
So yeah, this is King George. He's huge. But
Oh,
all my plants have
beautiful.
names.
Yeah.
And I am very proud to like see them flourish.
I hear you.
I've killed a
Okay.
lot of plants though. I've killed
I
a
hear
lot.
you.
It took a while to figure it out.
You and me
But I
both.
would say
Oh, you have beautiful plants too, Pay. Your plants.
yes,
She
I've
has a
killed a
lot of
lot.
windows. She's got a bunch of windows,
Oh
a
yeah,
lot of light
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yes, so
yeah,
that helps.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say
Oh, nice. Now I got it. You have a lot of pride in your home and what
yes,
you've
I do.
accomplished, the things that you've done. Yeah.
Yeah,
To me, that's wonderful. Not everybody can say that. Not everybody
absolutely.
has done that. Not everybody has achieved home ownership, period.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's a
Yes.
huge accomplishment. So,
Yes, it is.
yeah. Okay. All right. Good
So,
answer. Good
yeah. So,
answer. Well, there's no really bad answer, but that one
Right. Yes.
I
But
like
that was
that.
a really good question though. That was
Yeah.
a real good question.
Okay, thank you. All right.
so Taylor, it was really great having you today. Can you tell us what is next? And also where to follow you on social?
Mhm. So you can follow me at redrosevodka.com on all social media platforms. Red is REDDROSC
Mhm.
vodka. And if you can't spell vodka, then maybe you shouldn't follow me.
Forget it. You don't need to be drinking, right?
No,
Yeah.
right? That ain't
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And what's next is growth, scaling, and figuring. I'm still working on what that looks like. So I just tackled the Charlotte area of North Carolina. I'm looking to grow in multiple other counties because North Carolina is a county by county approval. So figuring out what that looks like. And then I have interest in South Carolina and Georgia. and I'm going to North Florida. So a lot of growth, lots of growth.
Taylor, do they still have this thing? You may not, I don't know if you know about this. I don't even know if it's a real thing anymore. But do they still have what they used to call dry counties? They used to have counties where
They have dry counties in Texas.
well, look, how long I've only lived in Texas a few years. I don't know.
They do. They have.
I mean,
I don't know about North
Elizabeth
Carolina.
to me, I don't know what, but I didn't know they still have them. I they used to have that when I was a child. I used to hear people talk about that.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that before.
Yeah, see, they don't have that everywhere.
Yeah,
they do have some in Texas, but I'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
Well,
But I do think that the pandemic changed things a little bit. I think they started, letting people have alcohol delivered and take out a little bit more. So they may be a little bit.
You made me think of it when you said county by county. Did I start thinking now? Oh, I wonder if all the counties even can, even they sell alcohol.
I haven't heard of that.
There's such a thing as, well, there's some of your older relatives or some of your relatives maybe from Texas, or some other places in the South, because I don't think they had it in the North ever.
And they have it in Utah. They have it
from the North, but
they have like strict laws in Utah. But
well, that's also not that's not like the Northeast. Not like where we're from. Well, that's different in Utah. They have different things in Utah, right?
Yeah.
So, but South Carolina, where my family's from, my grandparents and whatever, they used to have it. I remember them say it as a kid. So I just and also in Georgia, certain places they did have it. I know still real or existed or not until my daughter just told me that they have it in different places in Texas. But I don't think they don't have it in Dallas. And they don't have it in.
But you can't buy. You can't buy alcohol. Ma, you can't buy alcohol on Sunday here.
Well, yes, you can.
No, you can't. You can
buy wine.
But
not hard liquor. Yeah, because you can buy wine right from the grocery store. Oh, okay.
From the gas station.
All right. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Taylor, I'm sorry that we were keeping you so much.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
We really.
I just thought of it when you said that. Yeah.
But we really appreciate having you.
It's all about growth.
Growth.
Okay.
And just thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate you and to continued success. And we just want to tell our listeners, obviously, to follow you and to taste this red rose vodka. Do more than taste. It really, really, really is delicious. I am a tequila drinker, and I prefer this over most tequilas that I've had. So I will just tell you.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate both of your time. This has been a great interview. I'm gonna figure out.
It was so nice meeting you.
Yes, you too. And I'm gonna figure out who is overrated actor. I'm gonna have to figure that out, and I'm gonna have to send you an email like, hey, this is what I think is overrated.
It's kind of hard because who really, especially if you're talking about of color,
right?
I said that. I know you didn't. I'm just saying that myself. If I'm thinking of color, it'd be really difficult to find, who is overrated,
Right.
But in general, there may be many. I mean, I give you Tom Cruise. You didn't ask me, but I'll just say,
wow.
I never saw The Big Attraction. I never saw, so.
Tom Cruise, we liked him in Top Gun, Maverick. He brought us back to the movie theaters. But I'll leave that alone.
That's a side conversation.
I'll take it the fifth. I'll take the fifth on that.
Thank you so much, Taylor, for I said.
Thank you.
And everybody, thank you so much. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good day.